Hello and welcome to the American Circus Program, a podcast aimed at what is unique about issues from the American perspective. I'm Arnie Pickholz. Imagine that you see a hint of fascism where you live, right here in America, right? Well, maybe you don't know what fascism is, so let's take a look. We have and always had a far-right element. You've seen it in Charlottesville, Virginia, and in Washington, D.C. on January 6th. We have and always had a faction that considered the nation more important than the individual. We have never had a dictator, but the notion has shown its ugly head of late. If it came to pass, the power to control us would be in the hands of one person. We are arming ourselves to the teeth reacting to a world rhetoric that has gone as far as threatening nuclear war. And we have a movement to restrict voting rights for some and not for others. And there are movements in individual states to control everything, including your health options. This may or may not add up to a fascist movement and opportunity, but America has been grappling with the idea that it may adopt some of the fascist ways into how we are running or could run the country. During World War II, our view of where we stood as a democracy was shaken at best, with two dictators trying to conquer the world, and on the other side, the thrust for power to stop them. The result was a mishmash of ideas that sounded like this. As an example, in 1937, then President Roosevelt supported industrial labor unions that had reputations for violence. He tried to enlarge the Supreme Court to secure majorities for his ideas, to packet, his enemies claimed. And he wanted to reorganize the executive branch and diminish the Congress. He also wanted to run for a third term in 1940, and with that notion broke a presidential mold of 2 terms, all in the name of war and peace. My point is that the chaos that we, within each individual nation, impose on the world as a whole and the planet has been the fruit of the language of power, the language of war, the language of domination, and the opening of the door to possible self-destruction. We can ask ourselves why and can find roots in the media, corporate speak, military irrationalism, and even philosophers and social scientists who in the end come up blank with any kind of rationale that might keep us from both the intent and the technology to destroy ourselves. With that in mind, let's dive into this chaotic possibility and explore the personal consequences of becoming a hostile, fearful nation where hope lies in escape and the search for some form of rational leadership. It is a window to fascism in America. Take the children and yourself, hide out in the cellar. By now the fighting will be close at hand. everything they tell you. Believe in me, it's the high command. Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling to you? Can you hear me? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me calling to you? There's a gun and ammunition just inside the doorway. Use it only in emergencies. Better you should pray to God, the Father and the Spirit could guide you and protect you from the heat. Can you see me? Can you see me running? Can you see me running? Can you see me calling to you? Can you see me? Can you see me running? Can you see me running? Can you see me calling to you? I swear allegiance to the flag, whatever flag they offer. I never hand out what I really feel. Teach the children quietly, the someday sons and daughters will rise up and fight where we stood still. Can you feel me? Can you feel me running? Can you feel me running? Can you feel me calling you? Can you feel me? Can you feel me running? Can you feel me running? Can you feel me calling to you? Can you feel me running? Can you feel me calling to you? Can you feel me? Can you feel me running? Can you feel me calling to you? It's calling you. It's calling you. It's calling